Dreaming of studying in the UK? Here's your complete step-by-step guide to applying for a UK student visa. Explained clearly and simply. Who can apply? Apply for a student visa if you're 16 or over and accepted on a course by a licensed sponsor. To get a student visa, you must show enough money for your course and living costs. Speak, read, write, and understand English. When to apply? From outside the UK, apply 6 months before your course starts. Inside the UK. This is applicable to those who are switching their visa as well. Apply 3 months before it starts. What is the cost for student visa? The application fee for student visa is £490. But there is a healthcare surcharge of £776 you have to pay. This is a per year cost, which means you have to pay £776 every year. How long you can stay on a student visa? If you're 18 or over and your course is at degree level, you can usually stay in the UK for up to 5 years. If it's below degree level, you can usually stay in the UK for up to 2 years. Who can bring dependents on student visa? Your partner and children may apply as dependents, but restrictions apply. Watch full video to know more about who can bring dependents on student visa. What are the course requirements? Before you start applying, make sure your course qualifies for a student visa. You should ensure that the course must be with a licensed student sponsor in the UK. The eligible courses includes degree level or above, further education below degree level, international foundation programs. Part-time courses eligible for student visa? Now you might be wondering, can you get a student visa for part-time courses? The answer is yes. But there's a catch. You cannot bring dependents or work during your studies if you're enrolled in a part-time course. You may also be eligible for a student visa if you are studying the following: pre-sessional English courses, approved foundation programs for doctors and dentists. Money you need. You must have enough money to pay for your course and support yourself in the UK. But how much money you need depends on your circumstances and what you're applying for. We can divide the money you need into two: the course fee and the money to support yourself or financial requirement. The course fee is the money you need to pay for your course for 1 academic year, that is up to 9 months. The amount you need to pay will be on your confirmation of acceptance for studies, CAS. If you've been in the UK with a valid visa for at least 12 months, you do not need to prove you have this money for your visa application. The financial requirement. With the visa application, you'll need to show you have enough money to support yourself unless you've been in the UK with a valid visa for at least 12 months on the date of your application. How much money you need depends on where you will be studying. You'll need either £1,483 per month for courses in London, £1,136 per month for courses outside London. You must have this money for at least 28 consecutive days. The end date of the 28-day period must be within 31 days of the date you apply for your visa. But there are some exceptions. In certain conditions, you do not need to prove you have money to support yourself. These include: you must currently be in the UK. This means you've had a UK visa for 12 months prior to the date of your student visa application. You're applying as a student union sabbatical officer. If you're from a country listed under the differential evidence requirement. Here is the complete list of countries listed under differential evidence requirement. However, you might be asked to provide this evidence before you get a decision on your application. Knowledge of English. To study in the UK on a student visa, you must prove your English proficiency unless you're exempt. This ensures you can follow your course, attend lectures, and communicate effectively. Ways to prove your English knowledge. You have 2 options to prove your English language knowledge. Option 1, take an approved SLT, Secure English Language Test. You can take a SLT from an approved provider such as IELTS for UKVI, Pearson PT Academic UKVI, or Language Search CELT. The level of English required depends on your course level. For degree-level courses, you usually need CEFR level B2. For courses below degree level, you typically need CEFR level B1. Option 2, previous study in English. If you've already completed a qualification equivalent to a UK degree in a majority English-speaking country, you may not need a test. The course must have been taught in English. Exempt countries. You're also exempt if you're from a majority English-speaking countries like listed here. You also do not need to prove your knowledge of English if one of the following applies. You're a national of Canada. You're applying to come to the UK for a study abroad program as part of a university degree course in the USA. You proved your level of English in a previous visa application. Now let's talk about one of the most important parts of the visa process, the documents you'll need to successfully apply for your UK student visa. Here is the full list of documents you needed to support your student visa application. Passport or travel document. CAS letter. Proof of finances. This means your tuition fees for the first year and living costs. English proficiency. TB test, if needed. ATAS certificate, if needed. Parental consent, if under 18. Here is the step-by-step guide to applying for a UK student visa online. All student visa applications must be submitted online, and it's done through the official UK government website gov.uk/student-visa. Before you even begin your application, make sure you have a CAS number from your university or college. This number confirms your admission and is a vital part of your application. Step 2. Start the application. Head to the official UK government student visa page and start filling in your details, including your passport info, CAS number, course details, and travel history. Step 3. Pay the fees. Once your form is filled out, you'll be prompted to pay the visa application fee. This is usually around £524 if you're applying from outside the UK. £524 if you're switching or extending your visa from inside the UK. You'll also need to pay the immigration health surcharge, which gives you access to the NHS. It's about £776 per year of your course. Step 4. Upload documents or book biometric appointment. Depending on your nationality, you'll either upload your documents online or attend a Visa Application Center (VAC) for biometric verification. Key documents include passport, CAS letter, proof of finances, English language test results, tuberculosis test results, if applicable. Step 5. Wait for a decision. After your appointment and document submission, most students get a decision in 3 weeks if applying from outside the UK, and around 8 weeks if applying from within the UK. Who can bring dependents on student visa? If you're applying for a UK student visa, you may be able to bring your partner or children with you, but there are specific rules you need to follow. You can bring family members if you meet one of the following conditions. You're government-sponsored and your course is longer than 6 months. You're studying a postgraduate course, level 7 or above, for 9 months or more. Examples include master's degrees, PhDs, and PG diplomas. Who is considered as a dependent? Dependents include your husband, wife, or partner and your children under 18. They must apply for a visa separately, and they must also pay the visa application fee, pay the immigration health surcharge, prove they have enough money to support themselves. Documents and process to bring dependents on your student visa. Each dependent will need to provide documents such as proof of relationship, marriage/birth certificates, proof of financial support, passport and biometric details. Extending your student visa. If you're already studying in the UK and need more time to complete your course or starting a new one, then you might need to extend your student visa. You can apply to extend your student visa if you're continuing your current course, you're switching to a new course at a higher academic level, or you've been accepted into a new course and have a valid CAS. To apply, here's what you'll need: a new CAS from your university or college, proof of enough funds to support yourself and pay for your course, proof of English language skills, if you haven't shown this before, a valid passport or travel document. And of course, you'll need to pay the visa application fee, the immigration health surcharge, IHS. When to apply. Apply before your current visa expires, ideally within 6 months of receiving your CAS. Don't leave it to the last minute. Switching to student visa. Thinking of switching to a UK student visa while already in the UK? Whether you're a visitor, a worker, or on another type of visa, you can switch to student visa. First, let's talk about eligibility. You can apply to switch to a student visa from inside the UK only if you're already here on a valid visa that permits switching. This includes standard visitor, in some rare cases, like attending a pre-sessional English course, Tier 2 or skilled worker visa, graduate visa, dependent visas, and a few others. But if you're on one of these, you cannot switch in country. Instead, you must leave the UK and apply from your home country. Visitor visa, short-term student visa, parent of a child student visa, seasonal worker visa, domestic worker in a private household visa. Hope you already know what to do with it now. It's exactly the same process as applying for a new student visa or even extending one. Just one important thing: make sure you apply before your current visa expires. Don't wait till the last minute. And that's everything you need to know about the UK student visa, from eligibility and finances, to bringing your family, extending your stay, or even switching to this visa. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your questions in the comments. I reply to as many as I can. Stay informed, stay confident, and all the best with your UK study journey. Before we wrap up, just a quick note: I'm not a visa expert or an agent. All the information I've shared is directly from the official UK government website. With that, we've come to the end of today's video. See you in the next one, where we'll talk about the health and care worker visa. Take care.